Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the first mapping stream of the year, I think. Wait, actually, that's wrong. Some of the other guys did a mapping stream not too long ago, but it's the first Breadman mapping stream of the year. So, yes, we're going to be building the firing range tonight for Entropy 02. Probably won't get it done, but we're going to make a good start on it, and yeah, we'll see how far we get. And my plan would be to what's wrong? Oh, okay, sorry. Good night, bread wife. Everybody say good night, bread wife. My plan would be to get as much done as I can tonight, and then probably do further streams with the map, so you can see how it progresses. And that way, you guys kind of get an overview of maps, a whole map sort of construction process. If that sounds good to you guys. Anyway, before I do all of that bollocks, I've got some bits of news just to sort of catch you guys up with where we are. So, first things first. The demo is basically, we've been having discussions about the demo, and we think we've pretty much nailed down now what we're going to include in the demo. It's going to be a selection of maps from chapters 1, 2, and 4, because we still don't want to spoil anything from chapter 3. So don't expect anything from chapter 3. But the important thing is, 1UpD has put together a script which essentially allows us to create a demo imprint. It's a little bit more complicated than I'm making it sound, but the cool thing is, when we're finally ready for that, it should be quite a quick thing for us to do, to get a demo out to you guys, which we want to do really soon, because we're really eager to see how people receive Entropy 02. So there are a few bits and pieces that we need to get in order. We've sort of made some changes to the narrative over the last couple of weeks, and we're going to have to change some dialogue in some of the maps that will be included in the demo. So that's the long of it. Once that's all done, we can do the demo imprint and get that out to you guys, and that'll be great. You'll be able to finally play a bit of Entropy 02 this year before we do the whole release thing. Hopefully, I'm going to say Q4 this year, but we'll see what happens. This is quite an ambitious project. Other news, I keep getting inboxed about this. You can see it on the screen. So essentially what's happened over the last week or so is Entropy 0 has appeared on SteamDB in Half-Life 2's DLC section. Doesn't show up on the store, but it shows up on SteamDB. I've been getting a few messages about it. I did sort of tweet and stuff about it when it happened. We don't know why this is happening. Valve haven't said anything to us. SteamDB seemed to think that it was something that Valve did to Entropy 0 2 years ago. They sort of linked Half-Life 2's, I think it's app data or app info or something like that with Entropy 0. And it looks as though what's happened is because Valve are now updating the downloadable content stuff with the new soundtrack stuff. And also there's an unknown app ID in there, I don't know what the hell that's all about. It looks as though because the DLC has been refreshed for Half-Life 2, it's sort of picked up Entropy 0 and chucked it in there. So it's not like, as far as we're aware, we're not being endorsed or anything like that. We don't know what it is. So I'm just saying that so people know, because I keep getting messaged about it. Finally, I'm just going to show you off very quickly some screenshots of our progress on Entropy 02 just before we get going. So we have been busy, we have been working as always, we haven't stopped working. So I've started work on chapter 5, which is a really interesting chapter, probably another lore heavy chapter really. There's lots of spoilers, so again there's only there's only certain bits of that I can show you, which you can see on the stream with some screenshots there. That's all I can give you for that particular map at the minute. You will probably end up seeing more chapter 5 when we get going. It's just that this bit is quite spoilery. We got an interesting plan. We're going to change up our development routine with chapter 5. I'm working on the first map. Blixabon's going to be doing the 2 other maps in chapter 5. And what this means is when I finish this map, I will be jumping directly to the end of Entropy 02, and I will be making the final map and all of the final things that occur at the very end of Entropy 02. Which is cool, because that kind of, it'll mean that hopefully by the time summer rolls round, the final sequence in its infancy should be built and will be almost there. We'll be almost at beta, which is super exciting. Anyway, on with the show. I have, if I can find it, I have Hammer open right now, and bit of an overview. You have to forgive me here. In Entropy 01, we had a firing range that I built for shits and giggles, really, because I was getting tired of doing chapter work, so I built the firing range, and it's become a pretty cool part of Entropy 01. We want to do the same thing with Entropy 02, because with Entropy 02 we get a lot of new toys and things to play with, and it just kind of makes sense to sort of do the same thing. The firing range in Entropy 02, we have decided, is going to be set in Arbite, underground. This is a really cool chance for you guys to kind of see what Chapter 3 looks like without me really spoiling anything major. You're just going to get a good look at how it looks, basically. I don't have any drawn plans, but I do have a couple of ideas in my head about how I'm going to go about doing this. So yeah, I'm going to jump in, I'm going to Bob Ross this shit, I'm going to try and make it interesting, because mapping from the ground up can be boring to an observer, especially when you're like me and you basically fly around the map, not really doing much all the time, because you're trying to figure out where things are going to go. So what I've done here, because usually what we do when we're mapping for a specific chapter, all of the chapters that I've built, they have a certain architectural theme, a color palette, a prop palette, and things like that. Usually what I'll do is I'll have a map from another chapter open if I'm working on it, and then I can pull architecture across into the scene, along with the textures and lighting and everything like that. But I can't do that because you will see the massive spoilers that we have in Chapter 3. Even in Hammer, the spoilers are just huge. It's like it's so big, I can't even show it. So what I did this morning was I went and I got a load of props from Chapter 3, and I got some textures and some lights, and I've chucked them in there. So we can use all of this stuff as our sort of like our prop zoo to help us. So the first thing I'm going to do is just get these props out of the way, because I don't need them here. Let's just move them out of the way. Get that out of the way. These out, yeah. So the firing range, I kind of want it to take on a similar sort of theme to Entropy 01, in that you can spawn in enemies basically to fight, to shoot at, and there's a great story element behind setting it in Arbite that just makes this work perfectly, and I can't really explain it, which is kind of annoying. What I'm doing at the minute, I'm not going to use these brushes as the floor. I'm just doing this because I want some idea of dimensional scaling for the room. I had this idea that we can test out weapons at different distances, basically, by basically shaping the room like this. So you can stand here, you can stand here, you can get a bit of different distance on it. If I'm really boring, just bear with me, because I'm going to get through this. Let's just do this. I'm hoping that I'm able to put this together quite quickly for you guys tonight, because I'm usually quite a speedy mapper when I know what I'm trying to make. I can do some beautifying in a bit. Let's just make sure that these are all aligned. Right, yeah, so anyway, I got my player start in here. Obviously I use that for scaling and stuff like that. Oh, do you want me to turn up my mic? Sorry, I just saw that. Hang on. How's this? Hopefully that's better. Hopefully my microphone is a bit louder now. Worth noting, I only have the one screen now, so I have to minimize to look at the stream every 5 minutes. Cool. Right. Let's carry on. So yeah, so basically using these squares here to sort of gauge the dimensions of the room that I've got planned at the minute. I'm probably going to have to do some funky things and with the brushwork around these edges, so I'm just going to resolve that right now, stretch that out like that. We do this crazy thing in Entropy 02. Where is it? Is it metal? It's from Portal. So I'm using these orange metal textures. No, it's not that one. There it is. We're using these, and what we do is we invert them like that, and then you can have an orange cascade coming from below the ground, which is quite nice. And I'm going to do that for this whole thing. I'm just going to wrap this whole thing in this for now. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Probably just going to let me think about this. So this is going to be the interesting wall. Check these down here. That's my cat. That is Bread Cat. We do this a lot in chapter 3. So because we kind of want lighting to be a little bit different. Instead of lighting usually from the ceiling downwards like you would in a conventional space, we light from the ground upwards, and that creates some interesting shadows and stuff like that. There we go. I'm going to drag this across here. My cat has come to say hello. Say hello. Good boy. Can I do the mapping stream? Can I please? They've waited a long time for this. Come on. Very hungry. Right. Pull that up there like that. Grab a great texture. Chuck that on there. There we go. Bob's your auntie. And then what we can do, because that dimensional scaling will be perfect now. We'll just go in here. We can grab that metal texture. I think I've got it over here somewhere. Yep, there it is. Bingo wingo. Look at that. Perfect. Later on I'll chuck in some lights down here. Can you not? Oh my goodness. Goodness. It's just my cat falling off my desk, don't worry. We can have some, we'll basically put some spotlights down here, and that will give us some interesting lighting along the back here. I'll probably do that for these as well. Let's have a look. Try and get it done quick, because it's the detail that takes a long time. I hope that you guys find this interesting. It's a lot of brushwork initially. I will be including Wilson in this map, which will be cool, and hopefully we can get him to use some responses and stuff to respond to the player killing rebels. I don't know if we ever mentioned, I can't remember how much we've actually said about Wilson, but it would help to clarify. He is a obsolete turret. He's a defective turret, if you don't know that, and He's defective because he's a pacifist, and that's what's going to make having him in the firing range so funny. That's what's going to make having him actually in Entropy Zero so funny, because Bad Cop is a psychopathic murderer. So it's going to be interesting to see how the two get along. Right, here we go. Oh, fucked that right up, didn't I? Oops, I said the F word. No money for me. Right, here we go. Just... what the frig? That's it, that's better. This is quite lazy how I'm doing this. Let's leave some gaps and then maybe we can stick some greebles or something in there. Nice. I'll stick something interesting in there, like some pipes or something. Pipes are always good. Good old pipes. You can't go wrong with a good set of pipes. Yeah, this will at least give me some freedom to light the room. It's a pain in the ass to build though. Shite. Am I still very quiet? I thought I cranked that shit all the way up. Maybe I should modify my microphone properties. Let me have a look. Fuck is this Windows 10 shit? Goddamn Windows 10, it's such a pain in the ass. Crank it up more. Okay, hold on. Did Windows seriously get rid of the fucking microphone thingy? They did. Okay, how's that? I mean, any louder? I don't think I can get any louder. Oh shit. I become quieter when I'm focused. Yes. That is true, I do. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I will just try to speak louder. I will try to focus less. Here we go. Chuck this in here. Let's get this done, because this is like the boring part of the map. This is the super boring. Put together the grated walls so that we can have fancy lighting. There we go. Do it again. I just know that I'm going to regret this. I just know it. I know it's going to become a pain in the ass to manage. But it's worth it. Because it will look nice. Please tell me that's texture perfect. I just hope that nobody notices. Did I pull that across? Oh, look at that. Naughty. Naughty, naughty. Yeah, so anyway, Wilson is our comic relief, I guess. I know Bad Cop says a lot of funny things. There are a lot of gags in Entropy Zero too. But Wilson, he's kind of the oddball, because he's obviously a pacifist. Yeah. Can't say too much. But we like having him around. He's become more of a character than I thought he would initially be when we first started playing around with the idea of having a turret. It was actually, I think it was CW's idea, and the idea was that we wanted something that we could carry around to open doors that would be more interesting than just like carrying a key or something, or a crate to climb over things. So we had the idea that we'd have this turret that we could carry around with us and it would talk to us and stuff. And that's how Wilson was born. As soon as I started writing for him, I realised that it could be a really interesting thing to do, to have this sort of quirky character who would sort of contrast Bad Cop's abrasiveness. He reminds me a lot of, and CW will kill me for saying this, he reminds me a lot of SpongeBob and Claptrap from Borderlands. I think I may have subconsciously channeled a bit of Claptrap when writing for him. And you'll be able to choose whether you want to take Wilson with you through the entire mod from the point that you meet him. A bit like the gnome in Half-Life 2 Episode 2. So that's cool. So if you want to take him with you, you can. We haven't implemented that yet, but it's been a part of all of the development designs and stuff like that that I've done. I'm making sure that we can absolutely carry Wilson with us wherever we go. He's along for the ride. I don't know how I'm going to deal with... I haven't really thought about the end yet in terms of Wilson. I haven't really thought about that. Oh, we're done with the greats. We're done with the greats. Congratulations. Wow, look at that. There you go. Right, so we got these fancy looking grates. That would have... I could have done that another time, but I'd just rather get it out of the way now because it's kind of like an integral part of the architecture. Let's just sort this out. You're going to go on there. You don't need to be sticking out. I don't matter. Let's just seal that. Seal the dealio. Right, there we go. Look at that. Okay, so I'm going to put Greeble there. Let's just think about this for a second. Let's have a look. I'm just reading the comments. Every now and then I'm going to hop into YouTube and read the comments. Why was SpongeBob before Claptrap? I have no idea. I have no idea. Oh man. What was your thought process when writing the script? Did you take any inspiration from genres other than Half-Life or Portal? Yeah, I guess. Let me think about this. I should really be able to answer this immediately, but I can't. What other games have I pulled inspiration from? Loads of shit. Loads and loads of different stuff. Not just necessarily games either. I mean, there's loads of little gags and quirks and quotes that we've nicked and chucked in. Whether we'll keep them all in there or not, I don't know. There's lots of different things. Lots of different things. I'm trying to think. I'm sure the guys can tell me where I've pulled my inspiration from. Let's just chuck this in here. Right. Do we need a fence here? Do we need that? Is it going to look goofy? Do we need that? Just thinking. I'm thinking, boys, I'm thinking. Ooh, maybe we can flesh out something that's a bit more Probably don't need that. Oh no, actually, I got an idea. Because this is going to be this is going to play a quite hilarious role in this pipe. Sorry, I should talk a bit louder. This pipe here, I have a funny idea for this pipe, and it's crazy. It'll be interesting to see what I can do, but it needs to be sorted out. Maybe I'll put it in the middle. Probably there, I reckon. That's probably far enough away. Probably going to want to have some sort of thing that the player can stand behind and shoot from. So let's just have a look. How would I define boundaries? Let's do the... Yeah, that'll probably do. What about there? Pull it back a bit. How about there? About there. That'll do. My cat is stalking me. What do you want, man? I already fed you. I'm trying to stream. Please, can I stream? Right. Let's play with some brushwork for a minute. Just try and figure out how we want this to look. I mean, I don't want to have to hop back into the chapter previous to figure this out. So let's try and do something. How would it look in our bite? How would it look? I know just the texture. I've been doing this for too long. I know the textures that I want before. Hang on a second. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. It's like a darker metal. Dude, I'm trying to find the metal. Where is it? I literally had this texture the other day because I was using it. It's got a very distinctive colour. Dude, seriously, leave me be. I'm trying to, like, do this. You constantly meow for extra snack. Let's use that. Let's do it. That's different. It looks gross. Let's not use that. Maybe we'll just use this one then. Yeah, that'll do. Let's just bump that down a bit. There we go. Give it some fidelity. Bit of fidelity. It's pretty good. We want to just nick that. Probably end up using a different texture for that. That's quite nice. Oh, I like that. Except the top now looks completely off in terms of its colour. I'll just fart around with it for a minute, see if I can figure this out. This is the kind of crap that I get myself involved with, in trying to find the right colour metal. What's that look like? I haven't seen that before. I think that's a new texture. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. It's all dirty and stained. Lovely. Beautiful. Doesn't need to be complicated in a minute. See, in that way, we can have this split into sections that are measured. Oh, look at that. And that should reach, let me think about this. Why does it not reach the end of the room? I thought I measured this. Oh, I'm mad now. Hang on, let me figure this out. Is it because we put in the, we've offset, haven't we? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this needs a workup. Hold on a minute whilst my brain figures out what I've done here. Oh, of course, I understand now. Alright, I get it. This will work and it'll be perfection. Watch this. This is magic right here. This is why we measure. That will line up with that. That will line up with that. And that will line up with that. And that will then meet the wall perfectly. Oh, look at that! Gorgeous! We could move it along a bit because of the grates that we've got on the ends, on the floors there. If we want to be really pedantic about it, we can just do that like that. And now it is perfect. Mwah! The pièce de la résistance. Right, what's going on? What's going on? I'm looking in YouTube, looking at the comments. Right, so yeah, I can't think. My brain has gone blank. Where did I get inspiration from? Mostly Half-Life, obviously, and Portal. Really, the inspiration for the bad cop character comes from a lot of different avenues. It comes from somebody that I knew who is genuinely psychopathic, the real deal, and just other bad guys, really. Right, blood. Of course, Trivy. Yes, blood. I've been very... I can't believe... You see, this is what I mean. Like, I can't think straight because I'm mapping. Yeah, so I was heavily inspired by blood. I think there's a line in there from blood. Duke Nukem. My friend... a friend of mine tested the game a couple of weeks ago. And he told me that Bad Cop reminded him... It's like a cross between Master Chief and Duke Nukem, apparently. So that's an opinion from somebody else there to think about. He's just like an arrogant asshole in a suit, basically. Bad Cop, I mean. Right, I need a keypad for this door. Oh shit. I need a keypad for the door, it's important. Keypad! There it is, look at that. Oh, reliable. That will come into play later in the modification. Let's grab some metal. Metal! That'll do. Douglas, I'm serious, man. I'm trying to map here, Billy. Come on now. Give me a break. Give me a break, man. No shadows, please. What am I saying? Pipe. Find me a pipe. I need some of them like really thin pipes. Yeah, like this. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. There we go. See, I do a lot of detailing as I go. I don't wait, because then I don't have to worry about it. I just know that I'll forget about things that I need to detail if I don't do it. Look at that. It's so simple, and it looks nice. And you know it'll look nice in the game. Not that anyone will ever pay attention to those pipes ever, but maybe the people watching the stream, when they finally play Entropy 02, they can see these pipes, and they can give them the respect that they deserve. Right, we've got a little like range thing lined up here. I'm probably going to add some verticality to this map, because it'll just look really boring if it's just one room, so if it's all at the same height, I should say. We're going to just quickly bounce that up there, like that. Little pro tip for any mappers out there that want tips on how they can improve their detail game. Use different textures like that. What a good pro tip that was. But seriously, use different textures on elevations and stuff like that, because it just breaks things up. I don't think I'm going to run with that texture, but I'm going to probably change that metal in a sec. But you kind of get the idea. Have like varying degrees of height. Funk boring ceiling, as Valve called it. It's like a real thing. Let's have how different does that look? I guess that's going to look better. Maybe it'll look nicer with some light on it. I don't know. We'll roll with that for now. That's going to give us some height so that we can like throw grenades and stuff. What I'll do... Just think about this for a second. Mustn't forget this gorgeous lighting. Why don't I pull that out a bit like that? Where's the music gone? We've lost music. We've just lost music. Let's play a new bit of music. Here you go. Something I think CW put this together for us. I'm considering a gantry up here or something like that. I think we should do that. Let's have a gantry. Let's pump that up. Pull that out. Because I measured this shouldn't be an issue. Did I get rid of that? God damn it. Not barbed. Okay. Is it possible to add some kind of keypad puzzle into this? Yes. Am I using the latest version of MapBase? I forgot to do that. But I will go and get the latest version of MapBase. I knew there was something I had done. I've done everything else tonight. I've run the update script. I have pulled down all of the latest assets and the code. I'm using the latest FGD. But I have forgotten to update MapBase. So that's not very good. I do apologise. Right, there we go. I'll need the latest version of MapBase for some of the other stuff that's going to be happening with our development. Okay, check that on there. There we go. That gives us a nice little bit of verticality. Yeah, there you go. I don't know if I like this. I think it's too cramped, too confined. So I'm actually going to change my mind completely and do it a little bit differently. I'm just going to do this. Just chuck that like that. There we go. Douglas, I'm serious, you man. Come on. What the fuck's going on here? I'm really confused. Why am I so confused about this? Why am I so confused? Yes. Yes, that will do. Dude, seriously, I fed you. Come on. Give me a break, man. Okay. We're going to be lazy and just door it because... reasons. There we go. Look at this. This is how you build quickly. Seriously, man. What's wrong? He's had his dinner, I swear. We do feed him. In fact, you eat too much. Can you come off my desk? What's wrong? What's up? What bothers you? What's wrong? Guys, something's wrong with my cat. Can you get off the keyboard? Oh my god! Sorry about this, everybody. The cat is on the keyboard at the minute, currently controlling Hammer. The cat is mapping. Now we're going to have to credit him. God damn it! Right. I think I'm in control again. Yeah. Why does this always happen when I'm live? Right, let's sort this out. Don't know what I'm going to do up there yet. Kind of looks good. Maybe I could put like a... Maybe you could get up there and like walk around if you wanted to. Oh, God damn it, I know the perfect thing in another map that I could probably go and get. Let's have a look. Where is that fence that's like all broken and like caved in and shit? Where's that gone? I know it's here somewhere. Did I use that one in that map? Surely not. Surely I didn't. Because if I did, that means I'm using the wrong fences. Oh hell, I don't know. I'll figure that bit out later, because I could just sit here all night doing that. Let's chuck in some lazy doors. That will need a handle. This is now an ASMR stream with my cat purring. Yes, and meowing angrily. He's basically like this a lot. Like he will sit on my lap if I'm mapping, and if it's just me around, he will. If other people are around in the house, he doesn't usually do it. Yes, I know. You like Entropy Zero, don't you? It's gonna be good. He knows all the spoilers. Just don't tell them about the big spoiler, okay? No, we don't talk about that. Right. Tell you what, we can save some brush counts here by just doing this to achieve the same thing. Yay! So we've got some verticality here. I think what we're also going to do is... No, not on the keyboard. No, you've done enough mapping for today. Your mapping days are over. Let's just take this and... No, you are not pro gamer moves. Just stop it. You're a cat. If you want to be a pro gamer, come back as a human or something. Right. Great, I just used that brush. God damn it, Doug. God damn it! There we go. Okay, right. I'll just use that for the ceiling for a minute. I kind of don't want to just whack out the ceiling like that, so what I will do is I'll probably make it a bit more interesting. Say, from here. Like that. So you get that weird, like, little bit of a blip. Dude, seriously. Seriously. Quit it. Right, let's grab these. Look at that, we're going to use the good old-fashioned metal wall. Why are you attacking me now? When cats turn bad. He's getting annoyed. He's attacking my headphone wire right now. Right, here we go. Can I move my hand now, please? I do apologise for the cat in the stream tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Driving me up the wall currently. Let's pop out there like that. Okay, back in business. Let's do it like this. to make the ceiling a bit more interesting. I always struggle with ceilings. I think it was hilarious what Valve was saying in their Alex thing the other day about funk boring ceiling. I think it's just so funny because it's so fucking true. Like, ceilings suck. If I could just not make ceilings, that'd be great, but I somehow I don't think that we would get the reception that we want if we were to just basically remove all ceilings from the game. That's annoying, that doesn't fit. Well, that just looks like crap. Something must be done. Holy shit, it's massive. No, please stay there. Please stay there. Come on now. Come on now, Douglas. Come on now, Douglas. Fuck off. How about... I got an idea. Get your ass off my microphone. Jesus. Jesus Christ. There we go. Right, got it. Yeah, that'll do. Look at that. Beautiful. For now, that will do. But I suspect that I will be beautifying these ceilings at some point, because that will not cut. That will not cut it for me. That just looks like shite. Looks like fucking shite. I'm going to hop in Discord in a minute. And we're going to go and see who's on the developer channel tonight. We can all have a good chin wag about Entropy 02 whilst I'm trying to snap this shite together. Make it sound like I don't care about my work, don't I? I really do. I really do care about the things that I produce. Oh, fuck, that's so annoying. Right, I'm going to rethink this. I'm going to rethink this ceiling. This is the kind of thing that happens. Let's see what we'll do. I know that that's my ceiling limit there. That's my height. Yeah, we could probably do something a bit more refined like this. What are YouTube comments saying? What's going on in YouTube comments? Just leave it without ceiling. I don't know, man. I think that would have lore implications because we're supposed to be underground. But hey, the fans have spoken. Right. That should match up, but it doesn't. God damn it. God fucking damn it. I don't know what it is about ceilings in games. Like, even when I'm playing Minecraft, like, just trying to build, like, the roof is annoying in Minecraft. Just... We haven't figured that out yet. We don't have the technology to make ceilings better. But I think that's something that Valve are working on with Half-Life Alyx, hopefully. Hopefully, that's what they're doing. Just chuck that in there like that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now, I really wish I could go back into one of my other maps and have a look at the ceiling to see how I did it. How the ceilings are constructed. Oh god, I'm so tired. That's just boring as fuck, but I will sort it out at some point. I don't like how that does not line up. That is just amateur. Look at that. There we go. Fuck. God damn it. Thinking. Oh, please. Please! Maybe bigger is better in this case. Left or right? Left or right? How the hell did I do the ceilings in the other one? I think this, because this is an open room, that kind of makes it harder. Alright, alright. How about this then? Right, okay. Here's an idea. When ceilings don't work, make them really, really high, basically. We'll do it like that. And yes, this is how I map. This is how I do it. This isn't like putting on a show for the camera. This is literally what I do. Play around until I get it right. I'm sure a lot of other people are the same. And then we can use a different texture. What can we use for that then? Something like that, something darker. Please, please be quiet. Oh god, it just looks like shite, doesn't it? Maybe we need to have concrete instead of metal up there. Actually, do you know what? That makes way more sense. I know the texture that we used in one of the maps. It's kind of like a darker concrete. Oh my god, I'm going to have to let him out in a minute. Because he's not going to stop. Where is this concrete? There it is. I see it. I spy it with my eyes. There we go. Oh, actually, that's too... Oh, fuck. God damn it! Something like this. And then a little trick. Scale that. Scale that mofo. We're not going to see it anyway. The light's not going to get that far. It will be covered and absorbed in darkness. From above that point, it will just be darkness. Because that will be the higher, the elevation that we need. And then also, I guess, if we have this open space, it means that there's a potential for things like Stuka bats to appear in the training room, or whatever you want to call it, the firing range. There we go. So that's a cool idea. I'm glad I figured that one out and didn't just try and force a low ceiling in. It's very quiet. I thought I put on some music, but I don't hear it. Maybe it stopped. I did a Windows 10 update the other day, and it's changed media player and everything, and now it's fucking shit. Just use the good old Half-Life Black for now. You know what? Let's not do that. We can do better. Yeah, there we go. We're not going to see it anyway because it'll be dark, but that gives me some freedom to do some funky stuff. Now, if I do truss, is it truss? Once again, I've been doing this too many years. Yes, it is. It is truss. I know the props. I know the props that I'm going to use. Should I use these? Oh, that's a nice one. Look at that. I bet that's that silvery thing. Mind you, it's angled. It's not going to work. God damn it. Nope, it's going to be good old-fashioned straight trusses. We can build some detail into the ceiling bits. I'll tell you what I'm going to do for this. I'm going to make mega trusses like this. The mega truss. And that should fit. Oh, look at it. It fits. Oh, baby. Oh, wait, no, it doesn't. Oh, shite. fucking shit. Not to worry. Oh god, it's off by a frickin'... Right. I hope this isn't frustrating to you guys. If it is, I do apologise. But this is the nature of the work that we do. Source engine. I'll tell you what though, I'm all for brushwork, because brushwork is like creative expression and all that kind of jazz. Like, you can literally paint the environment with brushes, but with meshes you have to go and model them, and everything is built to suit the mesh. Ugh. Right. Trussy. Trust me, this will work out. I think what we should do is have it lower down. Maybe? I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. That's really cool, because it should fit. Yes, it fits. Oh my god, it fits. Bye. And then what I can do is I can grab those, 2 of those. I can chuck these over here like that. There we go. Lovely. Beautiful. Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, apparently I have gotten the dimensions on these things completely wrong, but it don't matter. We can just fix it like that. Every little problem, we can just fix it like that. There we go. Trusses. That bit I'm going to cover, so we're not going to see that. Right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and let my cat outside, and then I'm going to come back with a drink, and we shall join Discord, and we shall go and talk to the guys. So I shall return shortly. Whilst I'm gone, you can listen to Darkstalker with more bass. Here you go. Listen to this for a minute. Okay, I'm back, and hopefully you can hear me alright. Let me just sort out the thing. Yay, there we go, we're back. Right, Darkstalker, enough. I'm going to hop into Discord now, and I'm going to join the voice channel. I'm going to see who's about tonight. Oh, I should probably turn that on. Let me just sort that out. There we go. Hey, boys.
Oh, Lord, he coming.
Oh, blood. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell.
Hello.
Hello.
Now to relentlessly distract you.
Oh, bloody
It's the
hell.
distraction party.
This is the distraction part. Oh, great.
Memes.
Memes. Full memeage, go. Right, here we go.
I was just talking to CW about this firing range, and you know we've got some weapons in the game that I think it would sort of lessen their introduction if you could just hop straight into the firing range at the beginning of the game and try them out before actually getting to them in the game. And I was thinking, would it be possible to have a firing range where different parts of it unlock depending on how far you want to
that's
be?
possible. That's possible, man.
Yeah, we could do that.
It's possible.
Yeah.
You know how there's that Convert SV unlocked chapters?
Yes, yeah.
You could use MapBase's logic convar to read that value from the map. So then you could use like a logic case so that like if you have if you're in the chapter where that weapon's already unlocked, then it would unlock there.
That sounds marvelous. I like the sounds of that.
That's so good. Yes.
Oh, that's a much better texture.
Another thing I was thinking of as well is a lot of our playtesters were like completely not unaware, or maybe they were unaware about like squad control and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And sort of we were discussing early on about maybe making the firing range like a training thing, but now we're going with something else. How are we going to sort of address training the player about this whole squad mechanic? I was thinking maybe like a little prologue thingy that's like the combine simulation training, and that takes you through a little training scenario.
So are you saying that we need like a unique training thing specifically for squad combat?
Or something like that. Otherwise, maybe we need to make it way more obvious, or have something in
my
chapter 1.
In my chapter 1 changes, I've made it so that the hint for commanding soldiers shows up every time you encounter one. Like for every soldier you encounter, the hint shows up, just to make sure that that they don't make that mistake.
There is that, but that I still don't think that's going to sink in, because players can be very
I know
unobservant.
I know a lot of a lot of players have gone through Half-Life 2 so much that they forget there's hints on the right side of the screen. But I don't know how else but like.
Unless you make an area that you can only get through if you command a soldier.
Yeah, maybe we do something like that in chapter 1. So it's kind of like player training, but then I don't know how that would link in with your changes.
I mean, we do still want to keep it open for people to go lone wolf, but like the guy at the beginning of chapter 1, like the guy who tells you like whatever, stop pointing, like with the second dandelion hole after the first one.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. He's pretty obvious, but I could if necessary, I could make it so that he stays there until you press E on him. But yeah.
It's worth thinking about, isn't it? It's a good point. I
mean, we could. I mean, then again, we could if we keep that locked, then maybe we could add an achievement where you get an achievement for passing chapter 1 without interacting with any soldier at all.
Right.
It's like no squad with you. Okay,
and you don't solo.
Yeah, doing that lone wolf thing, and imagine like someone goes for all that and then gets achievements like, I could bring soldiers with me.
Oh my god! Why didn't the game tell me?
Yeah, exactly.
Why didn't the game tell me?
Bad review.
Well, at least they know
so could get a bad review.
No Linux ports. Dev's lazy.
Oh Christ!
The game didn't tell me.
I mean, the game would tell you then.
Dev's lazy.
I didn't know mouse click would fire the gun.
That's
Went through the entire game without killing anyone.
That's Valve's fault. All of those years of overly training players, and now they can't think for themselves.
Yeah.
What has this generation become?
Exactly. Right. What have I done here? What have I done here? Oh my god, what have I done?
What have I done?
Fuck. I'm very sweary tonight.
God. What is this?
Crab battle.
Crab battle. God, when you said that the other day, man, oh my god. It took me right back to college.
Yeah.
Back in the good old days.
Oh my god, crab battle.
Crab battle. Oh, shite. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. I can't. I don't know if there are any questions on YouTube or anything like that. I can't see because I only have the one
Not
monitor.
really.
I invested
but-
in virtual reality hardware, so I only have one monitor now.
Oh,
Oh,
I
man,
don't
what
see
you
any
could be doing
questions.
is
People are mostly just
in VR.
commenting what we're. People are mostly just commenting on what you're making and what we're talking about.
That's cool.
Local Slav likes the overgrown feel and clutter, and Connor Martin says like when remember when HTF forgot to tell us about the parkour mechanic. But yeah, other than that, there's not like any serious questions here.
That's good because I can't see them.
Just
Okay.
thinking, bro,
Keep me posted.
I'd love some like pipes or something on the ceiling to go like the opposite way of those.
Yeah, I could do that.
Pipes.
Pipes are wonderful things. You could put them everywhere. I've got so many pipes in that chapter 5 map, man. That chapter is going to be the pipe chapter. There are pipes fucking
Oh
everywhere.
hell yeah!
I was
Pipes
wondering
are-
about that.
Pipes are good.
Screaming pipes.
It's a pipe dream.
If only I could show that map off, but there's a bit of a spoiler in that map. So I can't really show that off. Might be able to show some other stuff off.
Yeah.
Why not?
Can we talk? Will you have time after the stream for us to maybe talk about that?
Yeah, I probably have. Oh, hang on a sec. Hang on, brain working. Yes, we probably should be able to talk about that. Yeah, I don't know what
All
time
right.
I'm going to wrap this up yet. Probably. I don't know, man. See how
Just
it goes.
whenever the time's right.
Just want to get this done. I've got this hilarious idea for this shoot. This pipe tube thing, whatever the hell we want to call it. It's not looking too shabby. Pipes. Okay, so you want pipes. Let's get some pipes in here. Yeah, anyway, you said, like, why don't I map in VR? Maybe I'm already mapping in VR. You guys just don't know it.
So wait a minute. So your cat was walking on your VR keyboard, huh?
He was sat on my virtual keyboard. Oh shit, I knocked over my virtual mic then. Yes, he was sat on my virtual keyboard. In fact, the cat is not real.
Damn.
He's just a virtual companion.
Still waiting for the fucking Valve Index to become in stock again. Ugh.
Is it still not in stock?
Still not
I'm
in
waiting
stock.
for my money to get in.
I've become so obsessed with it. I actually had a dream where I had the fucking notification pop up for it to be like available, and I was like, "Oh my god, finally!"
Wow.
Man, that sucks.
Yeah, I've only had an Entropy 2. Anything related to I think I've only had like one dream really. Anything related to Source or Valve, and that was very recent, where I was dreaming about Chapter 5, and there were these occasional checkpoints, but otherwise it was in like on the side, like one side was just a big snow field, and the other side is like VR behind facility, and and on this road there was just a few checkpoints, and inside are these radios, but instead of you hearing Radio Guy, it's Dr. Magnuson.
Nice.
And he said, I don't remember all the things he said, but in one of them it was almost like the in Nova Prospect in Half-Life 2 whenever you turn off the thumpers and the Overwatch voice starts going off. He was almost filling in that kind of role. but he kept I don't remember all the things he said. It was very weird. Like I think I remember like the last one where it was then was your chance to do something or something. Magnuson said, "Show the invisible body." I just don't remember much of it. It was crazy.
The invisible body.
I am the invisible man.
Oh, I love that shit.
Incredible how you can see right through me.
It's so fucking good, that. It kills me every fucking time I see that.
Man, Scatman John was the best.
Yeah.
Oh, someone just DM'd me asking when Source 2 map base comes out. Randomly, having nothing to do with the stream. And now you'll be immortalized in this live stream video. Has no idea is happening, most likely.
So I got some pipes. Is that enough pipes for you? Or do we need more pipes? I think we'll probably end up with more pipes. Eventually, there will be more pipes.
Yeah, I feel like it might be good for now.
We have reached the acceptable pipe limit.
We've got pipes.
Lots of pipes.
Life.
I keep my kids are watching Mickey's Playhouse, or what the fuck it's called at the minute, and Goofy keeps coming on, and I just keep thinking about fucking.
Oh no! Flashbacks.
Yeah.
Oh,
Used to tell me it wasn't normal to be like me. I'm just like, oh Christ! Every time I see him, just think about him like executing Minnie.
Fuck.
People suck. Oh yeah, it's hilarious. I just think about it all the time. I see it. Fucking hell. Goofy. Fucking Gooby. The protagonist of this mod is not actually Bad Cop, it is Goofy.
Damn.
In
That's the host body. We start going into like the dream sequences, and we're just getting like hallucinations from the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse.
Yeah, yeah.
Shit. Because the host body is Goofy.
Yeah. Yes.
Wake me up inside.
Save me.
Oh my name and
Save
save
me.
me from the dark.
That was so much Goofy at the same time that it could be used as a legitimate hallucination nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
God, what are some lines that you recorded for the friggin' host body that keeps fucking interrupting shit? That's really annoying.
That's so
It's
fucking
like somebody will
irritating.
be talking and then they'll just be interrupted by some fucking help me, you know, like, for God's sake.
Get out of my body and shit like that. Yeah, we need to just.
I'm still here.
It was. Get out of my body. I don't know what we're doing with that. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna use it, are we?
It could be something, but I wouldn't have it like be dynamic like that.
No.
It'd be something very scripted and targeted at certain points in
I
the
agree.
level or in a level.
Yeah.
I think we need control over it, don't we?
Yeah, other than it interrupting the fucking advisor when he's speaking to you. The advisor's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'll let you finish."
Yeah, I'll let your like hallucination, like your fucking psychopath, whatever you want to call it, schizophrenia.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I interrupting something?
It's kind of funny because they probably could hear his schizophrenic
They probably
thoughts
could, actually. Yeah.
and be like,
Yeah.
oh, he's having an episode. We'll just let that pass.
It's just like it feels like an awkward silence. It's just like
Yeah.
just
So
very
wait a minute.
awkward Sort of, oh.
So if this actually happens in like what C41 or something?
Is it
Or-
C41?
Yeah.
I need to
Okay, so
disable
like
that
that
shit.
probably having hallucination and the advisor scene is actually delayed because of the bot.
It'll just
Thing.
cut him off entirely. It's like he just gets interrupted rudely and then he just shuts up and it's just
Bad,
super awkward.
wait, bad cop himself gets interrupted or the advisor?
The advisor gets
Oh
interrupted.
my gosh! So
We-
the advisor is
we need to
so
stop
the
that.
advisor is the same actor. Okay, that actually makes some sense. But
Yeah, because
Wow.
yeah. we
that's
should probably turn that off, because otherwise it's just gonna be
Yeah.
weird. That'll get cut. That's gonna be a cut feature. I can see it now.
But yeah, if there's bit like in quiet parts when you're like alone in like a dark place somewhere and it's like a bit of a lull, then you could chuck
Probably.
a couple in there.
Yeah.
Like what you did
Just
in
like in
Zero
Entropy
One.
01.
oh crap! There's some questions. Yeah,
Oh.
there are a few questions.
Feel free.
Someone up here. Someone asks, "Have you ever played Human Error?"
Yes, but
Yes,
a long
of
time ago.
course.
Yeah, I played it a long time ago.
And then Rojahel or Rohel suggests maybe on the catwalk at a vent next to the door that leads to one of those white offices and portal overlooking the firing range.
What did I think of that? Of course, the firing range would have an observational area. Oh my god. Why did I think of that, guys? I'm not on my A game tonight. I think it's because I haven't done Chapter 3 for like weeks, months even. That's such a good idea.
It's been a while.
It's been a little while since I've done this. I could probably just, chuck in a observational thing. All right, we will come to that. What a good suggestion.
And someone asks, what is the estimated length? I assume of the game, maybe? Or this...
Well, this chamber is about... oh god, I don't know how long this chamber is. We'll just say that an estimation it is at least 1,906. No, wait. 1,125 units long. So that is the length. Of the mod, do we mean? Or I'm guessing we mean what is the length of the mod?
What is the map unit length of the mod?
Yes, that is a very, very, very informative question. But yeah, the length of a mod, it's probably going to be pretty long. We recently
currently very long.
Yeah, we recently did a big chapter change that we haven't really announced yet. I did talk about it in the Discord server at some point.
I didn't even.
Are you like? I don't think that warrants like a gigantic announcement. So is it okay if I just say it?
Yeah, just go for it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So chapter 4 is getting really long. There's I made a new map that's going to be added to it. Excuse me. And
that was you.
I have never heard anything like it. Carry on.
It was a car going by. Anyway, so it's being bumped up to 6 maps now, all of chapter 4. Now, even though that's like half the length of like Highway 17 and the coastal chapters, that is going to be pretty long for a mod. It's going to feel really drawn out, like kind of like the Black Mesa Interloper chapter. So what we're doing is splitting up chapter 4 into 2 chapters. And the thing is, you can see that Valve did this in Half-Life 2, Nova Prospect and Entanglement. The Nova Prospect chapter is chapter 9, but the Entanglement chapter right after it is chapter 9A. You could even load up Half-Life 2 and see this for yourself in the new game dialogue.
Yeah.
And so we're following that convention, and now there's chapter 4, Venture Ghost, and chapter 4A, Exhumation Zone. We're going to we're probably not going to discuss that much about it, but now we can say that Entropy 02 has it's 6 chapters now, right? Not counting the intro or outro.
Yeah, that's about
okay.
Right.
So now we have 6A chapters.
Yeah,
that's how many chapters we have.
It's pretty awesome.
Yep.
There's a lot of content in this mod. Like this is a long, hefty mod. Like the stuff that we've been doing over the last 2 years now.
Yeah, I know. I've been talking, like, One Up's just been saying, like, how excited he is to play this, how good it's getting.
Yeah,
and, I agree with him. Like, imagine what Chapter 5 is going to be like. We're going to be able to use all that backlog stuff we have, like the hacked Combine tech, Citizen, alternative firing abilities, commandable elites, stuff like that. Like, all the stuff we've been saving that we couldn't use in other parts of the game.
It's really exciting. Chapter 5 is really exciting, I think.
Yeah.
With what we're doing, and obviously the nature of what is in Chapter 5. You know what I'm talking about. Just the nature of it. Like, I think players are going to be really crazily.
It's a jam-packed, fun-filled experience. With moments that'll make you go ooh, ah, and oh.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, definitely the bit.
Yeah.
Here's a good question. T850 Terminator asks, will there be stealth section like in Entropy 01?
I'm back.
Well, there kind of is.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
there kind of.
There kind of will be. Yeah, it's got a few twists on it, but yeah, you're gonna have something to look forward to in that regard. There was also another question that reminds me I forgot to answer. Mark Archer asked, "Are you guys sticking with the idea of those elite rebels having the boost jump thingies?" And I assume that might, he might. But I don't know if so. Like, could he be getting confused with the jump rebels in see too free because we already have those.
Yeah, we got
where
the
we
boost
have
rebels, don't
rebels
we?
that with those kinds of jump thingies.
They boost.
I don't know if we might have discussed elite rebels before in the distant past, and that's what he's talking about. Like, I don't think we ever had that idea for like the tactical rebels or anything. I don't think we did. So we might have just been getting confused about like the jump rebels in general. So yes, we are going to be having. We're not necessarily elite rebels. We're technically long fall rebels. We're going to keep them at the way they are currently. And yeah. Their appearance did change recently. I don't know if that's been shown yet.
I
think it has, yeah.
I think it might have been shown.
Yeah,
Okay.
during Robo's stream.
Okay. Bravo asks, so is the second half of Chapter 4 going to be Chapter 5, or is Chapter 4 getting split into 2 chapters and the actual Chapter 5 is not Chapter 6? That's a thing. We couldn't really change that logic now. I was saying that the second half of Chapter 4 is now Chapter 4A. Like, it's a different chapter, but it's still got 4, but it's called 4A. So there's Chapter 4 and Chapter 4A. For an example of what I'm saying, open up Half-Life 2 and look at the Entanglement chapter, and you'll see like it's numbered as 9A instead of 10. And VCore asks, you guys have the Source 1 license? I saw Redman's comment on a video about Valve getting requests on that. So I'm asking. No, we don't. We're not planning on getting one because even though it might be possible to work out our source code kind of release, because we still want to release most of our work to the public. Like, there's a lot of things that we want people to know how to do, and like for people to see all the work we did internally. Getting a Source 1 license would risk closing that off. I don't know how we'd be able to negotiate it still being open source, and we don't really need one anyway. Like, there are a few things we could do with it, of course. Like, of course, we get like full access to like the graphics stuff. We could actually change the way sentences work with soldiers, but we don't really need any of that. We could get by perfectly without it.
Yeah, we don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it doesn't just magically solve everything because we need to learn everything and stuff with. If we had an engine license or whatever, it's still a lot of work anyway, I feel.
Yeah. And another question, will there be a Steam release or just normal put in source mod folder type? We are planning on a Steam release, right, Brett?
Oh yeah, absolutely, Steam. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. We've put so much work into this, it needs to go on Steam.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, even if it means like removing every F-bomb in the game.
Yeah, if that's what has to happen. There ain't that many.
Yeah, we've made sure to limit them.
There aren't that many, but yeah.
Man, they let porn games on Steam. I highly doubt they're going to be...
Yeah, you just buy the shelf space, really. Yeah.
Entropy 02 is a porn game.
It is now.
Zero poon.
I don't want to have to like answer questions like for everything during the stream, but I guess it's not really impacting, like distracting anything with the mapping, so I'll just continue.
Yeah.
So, local Slav asks, will there be any more vorts? If so, will they have verbal crap heat-seeking projectiles? Oh my goodness, is he talking about that change 1-up made? Okay, but we are planning on having a return to vorts, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's necessarily a secret.
No,
I'm not going to go into like how we're using them, but yeah.
Oh, hey guys, sorry, I didn't mean to join here.
Hi, Kralik.
How dare you?
Yes. How dare you join in during Redman's mapping stream?
How bloody dare you? I'm just joking. The cheek.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't see any other big questions. Although I do want to say that yes, we're probably going to have those heat-seeking projectiles, but you'll be using them in slightly more beneficial ways, but to their allies most likely.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I don't see any other questions. Well, Vacor asks if you get nightmares sometimes after using hammer for a couple of hours. This thing scares me sometimes while even trying to practice.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. You used to have nightmares about hammer?
Yeah. No, to be honest, I never have. I mean, I'm just joking around.
Okay.
I
never did.
I love hammer. I always have. Ever since I was a wee boy. Yeah.
I was just thinking of if we had to censor the dialogue in Entropy 02, we could go the Edgar Wright way and just change all the words to like fudge and silt. Surprise, fudgers! Time to die.
Holy silt!
I'm trying to think,
or have them muffled. Or wait a minute, we could have them muffled by like vocoder static or something, you know?
Oh, yeah, well, that's not a bad idea.
That could work.
Yeah, it could work. It could work.
What is he saying? I can't understand him.
We'll just keep the captions in.
Yeah.
What am I looking for here? Strut.
Connor Martin asks what you're gonna. Connor Martin asks what we're gonna do after we finish Entropy 02. Make it easy free or something new. That's actually a good question for Brad. Like, are you still planning on doing that commercial project after?
Yeah,
DZ2?
absolutely. Yeah. So,
Is it going to be 2D or 3D?
do you know what? Don't know yet. So the commercial thing, I've got like a handful of concepts that basically, if you imagine like a filing cabinet full of ideas, I have that literally. But I've got about
I have multiple notebooks about it.
yeah. Mine are all on Google. It's a problem. It's a real problem. And my wife always rolls her eyes when I say, "Hey, I've got this brand new idea for a game that I think would be great." It's just like, yeah, it's just going to go on the file. But basically, I've narrowed it down now to about a handful, and I'll have to make a decision when we finish Entropy 0, when the time's right. And I'll probably go into development on that and see what happens. And it will probably be, if I'm doing it alone, it'll be 2D. If I'm working with a team, it'll be 3D probably, because I don't do 3D. But you know, yeah, anything can happen.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. Have you seen that? It's not new anymore, but there's that open source game engine. I've forgotten what it's fucking called. Godot, or Godot, how do you pronounce it?
Godot, yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, Godot, yeah, Godots. I don't know. Yeah.
Fucking Godot.
Go. Yeah, I have no idea. I haven't
Godot
used
T.
it. I have
Just
not
copy it
used
from a Valve map, I guess. I mean, you could either decompile them, or I'm sure that at least one of the SDK maps come with one. Maybe not, but anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, so just look at an existing Half-Life 2 map to see how to do it. And although like you might actually not be using a start asleep flag, although I don't know if that's the case. Okay, so Varabo asks, can a combine combine a combine with a combine if a combine's combine was already combined with a combine with a combined combine? All right, that is a question that nobody can answer.
The answer is within.
Yes.
The answer is within. I like that. That was deep.
Eduardo Roglin asks, do you think there may be something in Half-Life Alyx that influences this Entropy 02? Well, I mean, maybe vice versa.
Entropy 02 influenced Alyx. We all know this.
Yeah, we do. They stole our antlines. They just made it so that everything else glows orange except for the bar.
I was having this discussion with 1UpD the other day. In a way, it feels like we have been doing what they were doing in some cases without knowing it, because there's quite a few similarities. I think it's kind of weird, and I mean, I'm talking about stuff that we haven't shared either.
Even the VR exclusivity. Oh, whoops.
Oh, whoops. Oh, shit.
Oh no, I spilled the beans.
Oh, fucking hell. Well, that's right, you twats. Entropy 02 is coming.
It's an
I mean,
index.
to be fair, 1UP's been trying to do that.
He has, I know. That crazy dog. He's been trying with VR. It's just funny. Like, I remember watching the Half-Life Alyx trailer, and I was just like, glowing antlines. Hold the phone. Is that a Zen grenade? Hold the phone.
I need to get on the phone to Gaben right now. I just pick up my personalised Gaben phone.
And then
Calls his office.
And then Alex has to hide in City 10.
Yeah, she's
Oh god, Seaflu.
You
Not
see
the
that
C
they
flip.
weren't actually Zenades though.
Yeah, we don't know what they are.
We don't
do
know
we?
what they are. I think they're just normal grenades. I think.
Yeah, there was gameplay showing them off. There was like a little crate of them, and the player was just tossing them, and they were exploding like normal
Just
grenades.
normal grenades, yeah. I think they're just
Yeah.
grenades.
Okay.
They just look interesting. They look intriguing.
Yeah, I know. It was
It's
a
weird.
weird
Never saw that.
change.
Like then they transitioned to, like normal grenades later. That's
But you
weird.
got like it's funny because you got like months before me and 1UpD were working on or talking about reviver vorts, like the zombie gaunts that revive each other and shit. And then you've got the reviver, and we're just like, oh, it's something else that they've stolen from us. You know, they should be.
I mean, I
paying
imagine
us.
like imagine what Alex imagine like do you think Alex is gonna say anything in response to things a player does, like Bad Cop does in Entropy 02?
Surprise,
Like,
fucker! It's time to die!
Oh my god! I do wonder if they'll
imagine-
have some sort of response system, because that would make so much sense in a virtual reality
yeah, because
environment.
Valve made that response system, and they've just been improving on it ever since they
Yeah.
made it. So it would make complete sense for him to use it.
Absolutely, it would. Yeah, I could totally see them doing something with it. You know,
And they've done it
Just-
with like other player characters in their games, like Left 4 Dead, Counter Strike, Global Offensive, stuff like that. Team Fortress 2, of course.
TF2. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm sure it will happen in some form.
I wonder.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's going to use similar like varying context or something, where like if you get a headshot, it's a special line, stuff like that.
I would hope so. I mean, that's the kind of shit that we're doing.
Yeah,
See,
that's what I meant.
I kind of hope
I
that
like wonder
Valve
if,
are on the gravy train in that regard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they are. I bet you anything. Decals.
Decals.
Or is it decals?
Decals.
Or is it
Decals.
Wait a minute,
decals?
would players even be able to see the decals up there?
I don't know, man.
Okay, whatever.
I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm kind of just
No clip.
no clip. You could probably stack some companion cubes up or something.
See, you
and
make
hop
these
in here.
you make these maps so quickly, and like I'm trying to learn from you, but it's like you always have everything figured out already.
It's all
weird.
these
Like you don't
shortcuts.
have these long lulls about like thinking about what to do next.
I don't know. I am just a medium. The maps flow through me. I don't know. I've been thinking about this map all day, but I don't know. Things like this just sort of come to me because I was thinking, oh, it's going to be a ball lake building event because I'm going to have to, get rid of all the geometry I've already made. So instead, I'll just put a hole in the floor. Because why not? And then basically we can stack shit up and get in, and you can look out
Right.
on the place. But obviously this door
Maybe
here is fake.
Right up there.
It's fake. I'm breaking the illusion.
Also, one up says that I should talk about Remarkables.
Oh yes,
Yeah, so
yes. Remarkables, a remarkable
yeah, that's something
entity.
from. Yeah, this is just something that's just been developing very recently. Like when I was trying to recreate there's a system that was introduced in Left 4 Dead where if you're like a player survivor and you look at something, then the character will respond like, "Oh, that looks like a very mean-looking something," like
Yeah,
things like that, like
yeah.
looking at specific points. One up's trying to bring that into Entropy 02, so that Bad Cop could use it. Although it relies heavily on the code for that is available in the Alien Swarm SDK, but the thing is, it uses a big pre-made response system that I would personally love to use, but I think I think there could be some engine limitations there where it relies on stuff in the engine, maybe. But it does seem to be like separate from the game. It's crazy. I'll need to look into it more. But assuming that I don't end up porting it over for map base or anything like that, one up is trying to recreate that system in Source 2013, this engine. Yes, one up. I'm pretty sure that it is in the Alien Swarm SDK. We could talk about that later. Anyway, yeah. So he's trying to just recreate it, it's a simplified version, and it could be. And another thing is that he's going to try to make it so that it could also be used by NPCs, and that way it could be in map based. but for Entropy 2, we're going to be using it for just a player looking at things and comment and bad cop commenting on it. I can't really think of any good examples right now.
For example, there is a poster in our bite that he looks at any comments on the
Yeah,
poster.
yeah, I remember that poster. And I am so mad that you did that, because the thing is, all right.
Go on.
The thing is, I'm okay with discussing this in front of all these people, but do you remember my Cave Johnson memos?
Yes, yeah.
Do you remember that memo where
Let me think.
someone was saying, just because it's Bring Your Daughter Work Day at the Enrichment Center doesn't mean it's Bring Your Daughter Work Day at our buy. So just dump your daughters. So just dump your daughters out. So just dump your daughters out in the snow. Kids love snow, don't they?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know if we'll end up doing the CJ memos anyway, but that would be a kind of big conflict. You know, I know that you have like a certain personal attachment to that poster. So
who the hell would be able to bring their daughter all
I
the
know,
way down to
that's
the
part of the
Arctic
joke.
anyway?
I mean, who would work there?
That is
like...
part of the joke. Did you like how I put emphasis on the word daughter, like as if somebody brought their fucking dog before?
I didn't. Oh my! I didn't notice that you did that. Okay, I need to take a closer look at that.
Did you guys see the new poster as well? I put in the chapter 5 map. That's just fucking stupid. I was just.
Is that the in the room that's like all burnt?
Yeah.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That did. That was, I was like, why the fuck is this room like exploded?
Yeah, I just thought that would be funny.
And hella burnt.
It's time to put in the weapons, even though I'm only halfway through developing this map.
Haven't even lit it yet.
Not a single light exists in this fucking map. Not a single fucking light.
I am disgusted.
Well, I mean, not a single light really exists in this whole section. Actually,
You have to use your night vision the entire time.
Yep.
Although that isn't true, actually. There are lights in the form of things below the grates, right? Those are self-illume.
Those are self-illume, yeah, that's a good point.
Lights.rad or whatever.
They
Interesting
are
to see what it looks like without actually putting any light. Actually, no, because you need to have at least one in, otherwise it'll be full bright.
Just full bright, the thing, yeah.
Because does it count self-illume textures, does it? No.
Right, yeah, no, but I didn't mean to say self-illume. This is like lights.rad, where brushes actually emit VRAD lighting.
Oh, yeah.
Although I don't know how the full bright detection works. It might actually need a point light in the map. So
I think it does, because I remember back when I was just a young lad and I was mapping with Source, I wouldn't put lights in my maps and it would just render the whole thing in full bright. So I would have to... They may have fixed that now. So basically, in order to achieve a dark map with no lights, don't ask. I tried lots of weird things when I was young with mapping. I had to basically chuck a light in a separate room to the rest of the map.
I mean,
In a tiny box.
That's fine, but that's fine. That sounds like something anyone would do. For once, like for one crazy thing that you look back on as crazy is the one thing I would have done. Like, compared to all the other things you've done in mapping.
Yes, I've done lots of crazy things. I've pretty much tried everything. I've tried it all. Everything.
It still just boggles my mind how you knew about CC emit before you knew about soundscripts making their own closed captions.
Yeah. I admit that one. I want to flip this around. Oh, that's shit.
Oh my god, dual-wield pulse pistols.
Oh, man.
Hold the phone.
New, that's it, that's going in the game.
Nah, dual wielding revolvers.
Bad
shit.
pain.
That you can, and because
dear.
of lazy scripting, you can hammer the fan down on both at the same time. Bad cop has just 4 arms.
Look at that pulse pistol. That is juicy.
Juice.
Oh, that is wonderful. The juice is loose. He is now, isn't he? He's free. Anyway.
Reminds me of the... I've probably mentioned this before. It reminds me of the bloody Enforcer pistol from Psychopath.
I think you did mention that previously on a previous stream. Is it worth having them lined up like this? I think it just looks nice.
Yeah.
It's just
like fun, yeah.
it's just a bit of fancying, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
The player can gawp at the weapons. Oh wow! Amazing. It's an SMG.
You know, something just occurred to me.
Yes.
I think that we've made it so that it's like that's just a pulse pistol now entirely, right? So we could make it so that regular pistol could show up here, and it could even be like the only time it ever appears in Entropy 02. But we could.
Maybe I could hide it
We-
somewhere.
It introduces the weapon swap thing that we have.
Yeah, I know. I'm thinking. I know. There's something that I've been doing that'll make it that we'll be able to use it again for maybe. Okay, my cat is coming over here to make me stop talking.
Haha! Now you have the cats. Haha!
Yep. No, the
Oh my
cat
god,
isn't.
it's Douglas! How did he get here?
Holy
The
shit!
cat isn't the one. The cat isn't the one who spoils things. It's the one who stops the spoils.
Haha! I was going to say, Trivy, it's a red letter day. He's there. Thanks, Doug. Where's the shotgun? Oh, look at that sexy revolver.
When are we going to be able to fan that hammer?
Yeah, that's what I want to know.
One update implements it.
God.
I mean, map base already fans Hammer, so
Well,
What the fuck was that?
I thought like you were speaking backwards or some shit.
How did you do that with your...
Like a backwards laugh.
Are you possessed? It's not good.
Sounds like a creepy backwards laugh.
It does. He's possessed.
I'm just imagining him doing like the fucking backwards crab walk, like from The Grudge, whilst doing that.
Making that noise.
With the goddamn face that he has in his profile image
Let's have a look.
coming.
in Discord.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Looks like the fucking medic from TF2.
It's some character
so
from
who? What?
Beyond Two Souls or something.
Is it? I thought you said it was like your friend. Oh wait, no, that's something else.
No, it was a different thing.
Oh yes,
whose
I remember
profile?
you showing it off now. It kind of looks like the medic though, but with a distorted Source filmmaker face.
I thought it was the medic. Is it not the medic?
No.
No,
Whose
it-
profile
Holy
picture?
shit.
my profile
Oh,
picture. It's a character from Beyond Two Souls. I don't know which
But
character.
somebody like
Oh.
hacked the game and basically like turned all the facial expressions up by like 3 or something.
Yeah, it's
someone
from a
asks,
video.
That's fucking hilarious. I just
Someone
thought it was the
just
fucking
asked,
medic this whole time. Go on.
Someone just asked, is there going to be a lot of NPC interactions? It's one of my favorite parts of Source Mod / games. Yes.
Oh, yeah, we've gone overboard with that. Because,
Yeah, we're continuing to go overboard.
yeah, it's great, really. Cause
Great, Willie.
Great Willie. Yeah, we've got Wilson. We've got other
Soldiers.
characters that I cannot speak of. We've got
Soldiers.
Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, we've done so much with the story and with characters. It's very character driven, I think. It's fantastic. Fan-bloody-tastic. You will love it. Let's do this right.
That's right. We're gonna have
someone
to do a
had-
Metal Gear throwback and have a bad cop showing up in the intro, just like kept you waiting, huh?
Someone just asked, will Aperture Science have a major implementation in the second game? Well, I mean, maybe. I'm not quite sure. Like, are we showing anything Aperture Science related right now on this map?
Maybe. There's probably just like a hint, like a tiny hint.
Man, it's not Aperture unless GLaDOS is there.
GLaDOS.
Yeah, you remember it. Someone was. Jesus. Sorry.
Dude, are you hungry or something? You need to eat something.
No. Motorcycles
I'm
going by.
just joking with you,
Right.
boy. I'm just
Also,
joshing.
those dad jokes in there because he has to.
I
Yep.
live on
I'm
I live on a
obliged.
corner. I live on a corner next to a busy street.
Ah,
But anyway, Let's see. Yeah. You remember that time that one guy was saying that there's no way that that Aperture could have a second facility
Yeah.
without water
Yeah.
being.
Yeah.
No possible conceivable way. It's absolutely impossible. Nothing ever could ever happen other than in Michigan. Never.
I'm quite happy with what we've done. Because
No,
do you remember when this kind of stuff was just like a map in chapter 2, and you guys were like going like make it a chapter, and I was like I don't know.
I don't remember that. It used to just be one map in chapter 2.
I don't know if I like it.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, and then we've decided to explode it into its own chapter.
That's a good choice. Like I remember when I first joined the team, I didn't think that like an Aperture Science crossover would be that it would ever go well. Like I had in my mind that 7-hour war portrayals and Aperture and Portal crossovers could just always never be done well by the community. But in this case, you're actually like using Half-Life elements, like you know. I'm not going to go into much detail, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes,
it's just really like it's just done really well. It doesn't feel very forced. Willie does to me feel kind of forced some of his dialogue sometimes, but other than that, it's just amazing.
Yeah,
like, that's pretty much the only problem I could really come up with.
I think we've taken some liberties to try and benefit the gameplay and to make it as unique and memorable as we can. Yeah, Wilson's obviously, he does stick out like a sore thumb, but at the same time, I can't imagine it now without him, because he makes chapter 3.
Yeah, I didn't mean like the character itself. I just meant like some of his dialogue.
Yeah. Well, that can always be changed. You know, we've got a lot of control over that. It's all there. You know. There will probably be conversations when we reach beta. We'll probably go through, and I expect we'll be tweaking dialogue here and there to really make it the best it can be. Because a lot of the dialogue at the minute, I think it fits the narrative and the story, but you know, like we've already got to go and refactor, for example, the dialogue in the first map. And there's probably going to be more instances where we turn around and say, maybe we should change this, maybe we should change this, etc.
Yeah.
You know. Now, I'm going to have to go soon because it's getting late.
Okay.
But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to work on this map much anymore when I'm not streaming. I will stream this map and then we can just see how it comes together over time. Because I think that would be quite interesting for the viewers, I'd imagine.
Run it.
Do you want me to run it? Should I?
Run it.
Well, I mean, there's still you should probably coordinate out so that it doesn't leak.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
There's not going to be any lighting in here.
Well,
We'll
put like a very
actually,
dim orange fill light or something.
I mean, that'll take a lot of time. Just use coordinate tools. It doesn't matter if it's in full red or not.
Well, I mean, I could put in some light. No, it won't look good.
Yeah. Okay, you can do whatever.
Oh shit! The map has disappeared. When I was a kid, right, and I was mapping, I accidentally once did that to a map. I cordoned the whole thing off like that, and I thought I'd lost the map forever, and I never mapped that map ever again.
And I never mapped again.
I never mapped again. And when I discovered the cordon tool many years later, I was like, God damn it! That fucking map I spent all those hours on, it was still there.
I am so sorry.
I'd laugh if it was literally like a first map, just like a room made out of brick, and just a zombie in the middle of it. Oh my god, I spent hours on that map.
I spent so long on that map. Do you know what? I remember my first ever map, my first ever Half-Life map that I made. It was a pink AAA trigger box with Barneys and headcrabs in it. There you go. Bit of trivia for you. Right, hopefully there's nothing spoilery in here, so I will load it.
I think that my first map was probably a Half-Life 2 map in which you're just on a brick platform fighting nothing else.
Oh.
After that, it would have been like Gary's Mod maps, and then Half-Life 2 maps. Third party would have been in there, along with all the other like 2 mods I had tried working on, and then eventually I lead to this, I guess. Like I'm nowhere near as I have nowhere near as many years of experience as you or anything like that. I'm just more acquainted with source thing.
Yeah, but you've got the source knowledge, man. Like
Right.
Holy shit! Like,
All right. So I'll be off, but I'll be back later if you are still on.
okay.
Gotta move some stuff.
Oh yeah, because you're Good luck. Good luck, you boy. Good luck.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Boy.
But
Oh,
what,
look,
Brady?
it's the map in-game. Amazing.
We
Oh,
are
I
now
didn't see that. I'm
in-game.
sorry, I was distracted. So it does seem to be in full bright, even though there was brush lights. All right, that's good to know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I do want to say though, Brad, like I think this is okay to say in the stream, but CW is going to be moving, and he's going to be gone for 2 weeks while they set up the internet.
Right. That's fine.
Okay, so like, yeah, make sure that you have everything you need from him.
I
You might
think-
already be,
Yeah.
you might already be like pretty well into chapter 5 by the time he gets here. Oh, I just realized you're using all of the crate ammo, all the crate types.
Yeah, every
Those are-
single one of
those were new.
these. Yep. Every single one. May as well. Then we just do this. Yeah. Get all the good stuff. Yeah.
Nice.
Cool.
Does he do this every time he picks it up, or? Oh, he does.
The
He doesn't play the line, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think we've shown that off yet. That's great.
Oh,
one
the
of
pickup animation for the
the pickup animation, right?
Yeah.
Right.
This
Sorry,
is nice.
Street
Oh yeah, there we go. We know what guns look like in Entropy 02. So yeah, so the map. This is the map in its infancy, I guess. I have something very funny planned for this, which I hope to show off on stream at some point.
Oh yeah. I think I know what it is.
Brain working, thinking, oh, that's interesting. That keypad model's gone. I have to fix that. Let me out! Let me out! So, should we do some gameplay? We may as well. We've got
Gameplay of what? Just random.
just
Easy
random
2 map?
gameplay. Yeah. What
Okay,
what
then
can I
easy
do?
2 C22 because that means I thought of this. Like do just easy 2 C22. I've had this idea a while back where we could just show off like where C22 is now because we haven't shown off the extension, we haven't shown off many of the responses.
Okay.
If you just like show off C22 real quick, if you're going to show off any gameplay, and that'll give us the opportunity to like give players the opportunity to like see how it's changing slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, because this has evolved a bit.
I want to change this so that they use the Arctic Rebel models now because that would be even better. But I don't think you would have that. Maybe, probably not.
I don't know.
Oh, you need to try. Oh,
Yeah, so sort of the many changes we've made to Entropy 02. Everything is now going to be matte Fulbright. Bring the best atmosphere to the game.
Outstanding graphics. Right. Okay. Here we go. Guys, I can't decide what weapon to use. Let's go. Oh, look at that! It's full bright at all of the props because I loaded it. Maybe I should reload them.
I'm cutting out. Okay, now I hear you again. Sorry.
Sorry.
Okay.
I was just saying.
Yeah. Some of the props still look like they're in full bright because you just did that. Yeah. Sorry.
Right. I'm gonna play, and we'll see how we get on.
Alright, sorry.
Oh, shit! I'm gonna die before we even got anywhere. Oh! I need to give myself some ammo. Yeah. Did you see that? That rebel tried to melee attack me. That was cool.
Yeah. Rebel skin red.
Go get him! Whoa! What? Jesus! Holy shit! That was amazing.
I need. Okay, I see that. Yeah.
This gun just murders everything. Maybe I should use something else. Oh!
Don't get up there to fall.
You idiots missed me. I like that. I've heard that one before.
That's a new one. Chapter 2 specific
That's good. I like that.
like, he says that during chapter 4. Sorry.
It's all good.
What the hell is he running backwards for?
Certain thing.
That looks painful.
Oh, snaps! Full screen. Holy crap! You're promoted. I'm giving you a promotion. That was good. Come on, let's go.
You're not with the. But that's okay.
Moving.
Did we kill them?
I'm taking point.
Do you guys like the new blood? By the way.
I haven't. I wasn't seeing it. I didn't notice. You could try killing one of the soldiers. Just kill one of the soldiers instead
Sure.
of going to the next.
I'm sorry. He said whoops.
Kill more of them.
Of course, master.
Feeling pretty bad about myself today.
That's perfect. I love that. I'm feeling pretty bad about myself today.
I think there's a man hack guy you missed back there. Kill him too. Go back and backtrack and find him.
These poor soldiers getting taken out. Oh, there he is. Shotgun guy.
Shit.
Fuck is shooting me? Let's go find.
There should be oh, actually, wait a minute. Now I think about it, the man hack soldier was never mind.
Okay. Should I carry on? Should I go into the next map? Should we go through the next map?
Are you sure you don't want to just wrap it up here? Because I didn't want to talk to you after the stream was over.
Oh yeah, fine. Well, there we go.
No, I'm sorry, guys. I know that you probably want to. I know that it would be nice to show more of Easy 2C2. Holy shit! My cat is on. What the hell was that? I'm sorry.
Well, this thing's gonna murder me.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Anyway, so One Up actually does want us to try to split the new weapon. Do you want to show that off real quick, or should we do you want to keep that under wraps? That could be much better. There could be a better reveal for it maybe later on when we have more time. What do you think?
I'd say for the sake of time, I won't show it off tonight, but I think we should totally show it off next time. We should plan to show it off.
Yeah, definitely.
I can't believe I forgot about that. God damn it! I would have shown it off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I will end the game there. So yeah. Basically, what I'll do with this map is I will continue to build it live. So next time I do a mapping stream, which hopefully won't be too long, we'll come back to the firing range and we'll just keep going until we get the firing range done, and that way you guys can see a map come together from start to finish. Okie dokie. I'm gonna come off the live stream now and have a top secret discussion with the boys.
All right. So thank you everyone for coming in to watch Bread's stream.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. It's been great. It's been good fun. I've got a lot done already tonight. It's just a small map, but yeah.
Would have gotten more done if we didn't make you procrastinate. Yeah.
It's all good. Thanks for coming, guys, and hopefully we'll have a demo out for you guys soon.
Yeah.
So look out for that. Okie dokie. Good night.
Good guy.